Hey everyone, I've been digging into this new thing in the crypto world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I just had to share it with you. So it's this app called COCA.
COCA.
Yeah, COCA.
Okay.
And they're calling themselves the crypto super app. Like,
Mm.
yeah, like the one we've all been waiting for.
Interesting.
So in this deep dive, we're going to really get into COCA.
Okay.
We're going to see what it is, how it works,
Right.
and like if it's actually worth checking out. We're going right to the source for this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, straight from COCA's own marketing stuff.
Gotcha. Sounds like a plan.
So picture this, right?
Yeah.
Managing your crypto, easy as online banking.
Okay. Yeah.
But you also get rewards for just like everyday spending.
Mm.
That's the promise COCA is making.
Well, it's a bold claim for sure.
Definitely.
And, especially in the crypto world, got to be a little careful.
Oh, absolutely.
Lots of hype out there.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to see if COCA can really back it up.
Yeah, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
To like break it all down.
Separate
Separate the facts.
from the fluff.
Yeah, the marketing fluff.
Help everyone listening figure out if COCA is actually the real deal.
All right, so,
What is COCA?
well, from their marketing, it sounds like they want to be the one-stop shop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for like all your crypto needs.
Like everything.
Yeah, they're talking about managing your assets,
Hmm.
swapping crypto, spending it too.
Really?
Yeah, even earning rewards.
All in one app.
All in one app.
Wow.
Ambitious.
It is. And they're also making a big deal about accessibility.
Oh, how so?
So it's on iOS and Android, which is pretty standard.
Right.
But get this, they also have a Telegram mini app.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that gives them access to, like, a ton of potential users.
For sure. Telegram has, what, over 950 million users?
Yeah, something like that.
So that's a huge potential audience for COCA.
Right. And that brings us to, the big one in crypto.
The big one.
Security.
COCA's making some big claims here. They're emphasizing this feature called multi-party computation.
MPC.
Yeah, MPC. Have you heard of this?
I have. It's a cryptographic technique. Pretty interesting, actually.
Okay, so break it down for us.
Well, in theory, it can make wallets way more secure because, get this, it gets rid of the need for a seed phrase.
Oh, so like no more worrying about losing that little piece of paper.
Exactly. Which is, a common vulnerability with traditional wallets.
I gotta admit, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely promising.
Yeah.
But it's still early days for MPC, in the consumer space. We need to see how COCA's actually implemented it.
Makes sense.
And how it performs, out in the wild.
Fair enough. So security is obviously like the top priority.
Of course.
But what about, actually using the app?
Ah, user experience?
Right, the UX.
Yeah.
Because a lot of crypto apps can be a pain to use,
Oh, tell me about it.
especially for beginners,
Yeah.
So what's COCA saying about all that?
Well, it seems like they're aware of that issue. They're really pushing the idea of a smooth and intuitive interface. They talk about easy on-ramping and off-ramping with, like, local payment methods.
So you can easily move between like regular money and crypto.
Exactly. And they even have their own COCA Visa debit card.
Whoa.
Yeah, so you can spend your crypto at tons of places.
That's actually pretty cool.
It is. It's like they're trying to bridge the gap between crypto and, like, everyday life.
I like it. All right, so what else?
Well, this is the part that's probably going to grab everyone's attention.
Okay, what's that?
Rewards.
Ah, everyone loves reward.
Right. And COCA is going all in on their rewards program.
Like what kind of rewards are we talking?
Okay, so they say you can earn points on every card transaction.
Oh, wow.
And then you can redeem those points for their own token, COCA, or other perks.
Interesting.
They're also talking about a global high-yield USD savings account.
Ooh, passive income.
Potentially, yeah. But we'll have to look into the details of all that.
Right, see if it's as good as it sounds.
Exactly.
Okay, so they're promising security, easy-to-use app, rewards.
Seems like they're trying to cover all the bases.
Yeah, but what about the blockchain itself? Like all that complicated stuff.
Right, because that can be a barrier for a lot of people.
It can be. So how's COCA tackling that?
Okay, so they're calling it abstracting the blockchain experience.
Okay.
Basically making it less intimidating for newbies.
Gotcha.
And they're doing that in a couple of ways.
Like what?
First, they have cross-chain swaps and bridges.
Cross-chain, so like moving between different blockchains.
Exactly. You can move and swap over 500 different assets across all these different blockchains.
That's a lot.
It is, and they
And-
claim it's fast, simple, and secure. bold claims. We'll have to see about that.
Yeah, we'll dig into that for sure.
Absolutely.
What's the other way they're simplifying things?
This is a big one. They have a solution for network fees.
You mean those pesky gas fees?
The very same.
The ones that can really add up, yeah.
Yeah, especially if you're doing a lot of transactions.
So what's COCA's solution?
They call it a universal gas token.
Okay.
So you use their COCA token to pay for gas fees
Hmm.
on any blockchain.
Wait, any blockchain?
That's what they're saying.
That sounds almost too good to be true.
Right. It would definitely simplify things if it works as advertised.
Yeah, a lot of ifs here.
There are. We'll need to dive into the technical details
Definitely.
to see if it's really feasible.
All right, so it seems like this COCA token is pretty important.
It's at the heart of their ecosystem, that's for sure.
Okay, so tell me more about this COCA token.
Sure. So it's an ERC20 token, meaning it's built on the Ethereum standard,
Okay.
but it lives on the Polygon POS chain.
Why Polygon?
Well, it's known for being faster and cheaper than Ethereum itself.
Makes sense.
And they have a fixed total supply of 1 billion TOCA tokens.
So they can't just create more whenever they want?
Exactly. That's a good thing for stability.
Right.
Now, the token allocation.
Yeah, how's that broken down?
They've allocated portions to the team, airdrops, incentive programs,
Okay.
staking rewards, liquidity, and a treasury.
And they're being transparent about all that?
Yep, they're sharing the percentages for each category
Good.
and the vesting periods.
So, like, when those tokens become available,
Precisely.
transparency is always good.
Absolutely. But a good token allocation alone doesn't guarantee success.
Right, it's about how the token's used.
Exactly.
And what drives its value.
So let's look at how COCA is trying to make COCA valuable.
Okay.
First up, governance.
Governance.
Yeah, it's a way to give users a say in the platform.
How does that work?
If you hold COCA, you get voting power
Okay.
on decisions about the platform's future.
Like new features, stuff like that?
Exactly.
Interesting. What else?
Well, remember that universal gas token concept we talked about?
Oh, yeah, the one token for all gas fees.
That's the one. Well, that's another way they're trying to add value to COCA.
So you need COCA to use that feature.
It seems so, yes.
Makes sense. Anything else?
They're also using COCA for more traditional incentive,
Traditional. Like what?
like discounts and cashback.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
So, for example, if you hold enough COCA,
Yeah.
they'll waive the 1% fee on crypto purchases between $50,000 and $20,000.
Ooh, that's nice.
And they're also promoting a cashback program.
Cashback.
Yeah, you use your COCA card, you earn COCA back on every purchase.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
They're calling it the first decentralized loyalty program.
Interesting.
Definitely ambitious.
So we've covered a lot.
We've seen how COCA wants to be this all-in-one platform.
Yeah, with the wallet, the security, the swaps, the card.
And the COCA token tying it all together.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
It is. But remember, we're just scratching the surface here.
Right, we still need to look critically at some of these claims.
Exactly. Like, how realistic is this universal gas token idea?
Yeah, and how secure is their MPC system, really?
Those are the questions we'll be tackling next.
Stay tuned.
We'll be back with part 2 of our deep dive into COCA.
Okay, so last time we went through all of COCA's, like, big ideas for this crypto super app they're building.
Yeah, lots of promises.
But now we got to put on our skeptic hats, right?
Absolutely. We got to look at the potential downsides.
Right, because it can't all be sunshine and roses.
Right. Especially in the crypto world, things can get complicated.
Okay, so let's start with the most important thing.
Okay.
Security.
Always a top priority, especially when you're talking about people's money.
Exactly. So they keep talking about this multi-party computation, the MPC.
Right.
Saying it's going to make wallets super secure.
Yeah, it sounds impressive in theory.
But, like, how do we know it actually works in the real world?
Well, that's the key question, isn't it?
It is.
MPC is still a pretty new technology. And, even if the theory is sound,
Yeah.
there can always be vulnerabilities in the implementation.
So what should people be looking for?
Well, first of all, has COCA's implementation been independently audited?
Oh, good point.
Like, has anyone else looked at their code, made sure it's secure?
And have there been any, known issues?
Right, any vulnerabilities that have been found and exploited?
Those are good questions.
It's like anything new, there can be glitches.
Yeah, early adopters often find those glitches.
Exactly. So even if MPC is as secure as they claim,
Yeah,
it's smart to be cautious, in the early stages.
makes sense. Okay, so security is a big one.
Huge.
But what about, can their system actually handle a lot of users.
Scalability.
Right, scalability.
That's another crucial factor, especially if COCA wants to go mainstream.
Because they're talking about millions of users.
That's a goal, yeah.
So can their app handle all that?
That's what we need to find out.
Imagine, like, the app crashes during some, like, big crypto event.
Oh, that would be a disaster.
People would lose trust instantly.
Absolutely, and we've seen that happen before.
With other platforms.
Yeah, promising the world, but not being able to deliver.
So scalability is super important.
Crucial. They need to prove they can handle the growth.
Okay, so security, scalability, what else?
Well, let's talk about that universal gas token concept again.
Oh yeah, the one token to rule them all?
Right, sounds amazing, right?
Sounds like magic almost.
But blockchain technology is complicated.
It is.
And fragmented.
Yeah, all these different blockchains, different rules.
So can one token really bridge all of that seamlessly?
I'm a little skeptical.
I am too.
It would require, like, massive cooperation from everyone, wouldn't it?
It would. Every blockchain community would have to buy in.
Yeah.
It's not just a tech challenge, it's a social and economic one too.
Good point. And then there's the competition.
Yes. COCA isn't alone in this space.
No, not at all.
You've got the big players like Coinbase, Binance.
Right.
Even traditional banks are getting into crypto now.
So COCA has to stand out somehow.
Exactly. What makes them unique?
What do they offer that these giants don't?
That's the question they need to answer.
Okay, so we've got security concerns,
Yeah.
scalability issues, maybe a too ambitious gas token idea.
And a whole lot of competition.
Sounds like COCA has a lot to prove.
They do.
But hey, maybe they can pull it off.
It's possible. Every innovation faces challenges.
True.
It's how they respond to those challenges that matters.
So what should we be looking for?
Well, transparency is key.
Transparency. Okay.
Are they open about their security, their technology, their partnerships? Are they sharing information clearly with their users?
That builds trust.
Exactly, and trust is crucial in the crypto world.
And what about, are they actually building what they promise?
Product delivery.
Yeah. Are they hitting their deadlines?
Are the features working as expected?
Because actions speak louder than words, right?
Absolutely, they need to show they can execute.
And of course, it all comes down to users.
User adoption, that's the ultimate measure of success.
Are people actually using COCA? Finding value in it?
Is the community growing?
If so, that's a good sign.
It is, and it's something we'll be watching closely.
Okay, so we've got a lot to keep an eye on as COCA develops.
We do. And in the final part of our deep dive, we're going to shift the focus to you, the listener.
Okay, I like that.
We'll talk about what you should consider if you're thinking about using COCA.
So, stay tuned for that.
We'll be back with part 3.
Okay, so we've talked about all the things COCA is promising.
The good and the maybe not so good.
Exactly. But now we got to, bring it back to you.
The listener.
Yeah, because
You're
ultimately...
making the decisions.
Right, do I actually want to use this COCA thing?
And that's what we want to help you figure out.
So think of it this way, right?
Okay.
We've given you, a tour of the COCA factory.
I like that analogy.
Now it's time to decide.
If you want to buy what they're selling.
Exactly.
And the first rule always is don't just take the company's word for it.
All right, we've been going off of their marketing stuff.
Which is a good starting point.
Yeah, to see what they're all about.
But it's only one side of the story.
It's like reading the menu at a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds delicious, but you got to check those reviews.
Exactly. You want to know what other people actually thought?
So do your research.
Absolutely. Look for independent reviews of COCA.
See what people are saying.
What are the pros and cons?
Are there any security audits available?
Good point. That's important.
Yeah.
Check out crypto forums. See what the community thinks.
Get the full picture.
Exactly. The more info you have, the better.
And speaking of security, they're pushing this MPC thing pretty hard.
The multi-party computation.
Yeah, saying it's super secure.
Yeah. But remember, every system has its limits.
Right. There's no such thing as perfect security.
So look into how they've implemented MPC.
Okay.
Has it been independently audited?
Has anyone else checked it out?
Right. To make sure it's as secure as they claim.
And this is important for everyone, especially beginners.
Yeah.
Even with the best security, there's always risk in crypto.
That's true.
So start small, okay?
Good advice.
Only invest what you can afford to lose.
That's the golden rule.
Always.
No matter what platform you're using.
Okay, so besides security, what else should we think about?
Well, what are your goals?
Yeah, what are you actually trying to do with crypto?
Because COCA is trying to be everything.
Right, they've got the wallet, the exchange, the rewards.
It's like a Swiss Army knife.
But you might not need all those tools.
Exactly. So before you even download the app,
Yeah.
think about what you want from a crypto platform.
Do you just want to store your crypto safely?
Or are you more interested in trading?
Hey, or maybe those rewards programs are the big draw.
Figure out your priorities first.
And then
Take COCA for a test drive.
they have a free app, right?
Yeah, you can explore the interface, see how it works.
Try out some features, no risk involved.
And while you're at it,
Mm-hmm.
test their customer support.
Oh, good idea.
Send them a question, see how they respond.
Because good customer service is important.
It shows they care about their users.
Definitely. Now, let's zoom out for a second.
Okay.
COCA isn't the only one trying to make crypto easier, right?
No, there are a lot of companies working on that.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of innovation in this space.
New wallets, exchanges, even banks getting involved.
It's like the barriers to entry are getting lower,
And the user experience is getting better.
which is great for everyone.
It is. It means more people can access the benefits of crypto.
So, to wrap up this whole deep dive into COCA,
Yeah.
here's what we want you to remember.
First and foremost,
Yeah.
do your own research.
Don't just take our word for it.
Or COCA's marketing.
Explore, dig deep, form your own opinions,
Absolutely.
and start small,
Only invest what you're comfortable losing.
especially with new platforms.
Good advice.
And most importantly,
Yeah.
stay curious.
The crypto world is always changing.
There's always something new to learn.
So keep exploring, keep learning.
And thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope this helps you navigate the exciting world of crypto.